So this is my woodland fairy, and I'm gonna start adding some pieces to her. And hopefully it'll turn out nice. I'm gonna start by adding some moss down here on the bottom. These heads come with like a base on it, and I'm just going to take my glue stick. Oh, nope, nope, puppy grabbed the glue stick, not good. Get some glue on here. This is a very old mini glue stick. It's coming to an end. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of shove this around. Let it stick where it may. A little bit here. Okay. It's messy, very messy. Drop some more glue on top of the moss. And then just push down some extra. Okay. I was hoping I could attach these little nests that I got, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be too big. I might end up putting it up higher because I got a bird nest, some birds and butterflies and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding some moss around the side here of her head. Not a lot, just there. Try to get rid of the little spider web thingies that always develop. While I work on it, otherwise I'll have too much. Got a little fern that I want to, dang, it's not bending. Kind of want to add here. Okay, add it right there. Put some glue. And if it doesn't go the direction I want, I'm going to come over here and grab some floral clips, which look like this. And I am just going to make it go the direction I want it to go. There we go. And I'll add some hot glue in there just to hold it in place. Okay. I might even add another one right here, but I'll wait. I will wait. Let's see. Now she's a woodland fairy, so I have things that are, let me see if I can zoom out more to get a better idea. There we go. I have things that are, you know, wooded, look like they belong in the woods. So I want that look. So I'm just gonna see how, just to get an idea. I don't want too much in her face, but this is really the look I want. See, I love that. Okay, so I'm going to temporarily put a floral clip back here. I don't want to permanently put this on here until I decide for sure. So I'm just going to stick that in there for now, just to hold it for a second. Let's see, what else do I have? Let me cut down some of these because I can't even... They're really too long. And they're in my way. Two more to go. All right. Now I don't feel like I have this stuff all over the place. All right, and I do have this wired moss. Comes all wired together. Is it hooked at? I don't know if it's twisted together or what, or tied in a knot. Can't get my wire cutters in there, so let me try to get these scissors. There we go, got it. Okay, so it's all wired and it has danglies on it, and the danglies are what really caught my attention. So I wanted to see if there was a way I could put this around. Cut a piece of it. Just to get an idea. Okay. This also I'm just going to temporarily loop. I don't want to permanently put anything on here yet because I don't really know. Other than this, I know I want the moss, you know, and that stuff down there. see, I have to cut some more danglies to fit. So, alright, I know that'll fit around her head. Set her up here, and I'll twist this better. And I'm just going to put a few of these little flowers glued on here. Of these. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut this. And I'm just going to wrap it just for extra security. It'll help keep the little stems in place that I hot glued, which they should stay fine anyway with the hot glue, but I'd rather make sure. And then I'm going to connect it to this one here and just tie it. One more tie. Okay. Then I'm going to come around the rest of them. Just go around. See, I'm just going around the stem and then coming back up. And then around, back up. and around. And then I will just loop it here. It's not curling. Okay. All right. Very simple, not much here at all. We're going to go bend these downward. Okay. Let that hang there. I'm going to get a clip. I'm going to get some hot glue on my clip, because I know that I want this to be permanent right here. I didn't put the moss here, but that's okay. I could put moss over it. Don't burn my fingers, please. No, 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 no. Youch. Okay. About right here. Alright. Okay. I wish I had another one of these. Let's see. I really love these little ferns. I think I got 3 of them. Let's see if I put one. That would be like... I don't want to go really high on her head either, because if I go too high, then the shipping, you know, calls for a bigger box, and it just makes it more of a hassle. There's this. I did get this. I did like this. Let me take a look at this really quick. No, this came off. Okay, I think adding this would be too much. There, and then if I had this hanging around this side, it'd be a lot, and then not enough on her head. But I do like it coming around. Let's see. This is what's hard, because I kind of just grabbed the stuff and didn't really put it together. And I don't really want a lot up here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and attach this. So I want it just like that. So let me curve this. I want it just like this. Get some hot glue on here. Double check, just like that. Take these closer. And then I'm going to hot glue around it. Okay, got to be careful, it will eat the paint. I mean the styrofoam, not the paint. I'm going to go ahead and get hot glue in here. Just like that. Dip some of that in there. There we go. Now I'm going to attach also down here so it's secure. Maybe right, trying to find the right spot for it. Right there. So I'm going to get some hot glue on this. Get my pen, ball pen, squeeze it a little closer together, get hot glue on it as well, and pin it on. Now I'm going to put some hot glue in this area here and get a patch of moss and just shove it in there, and what sticks sticks. I'm gonna run some hot glue over this. Do the same thing with the moss, making it kind of thin so that I make sure that it does attach. I have to watch this piece right here because it will cut into the styrofoam. So I'm going to actually put a floral clip on that because I can see that could cause problems. Put some hot glue on this as well. Gonna scoot it over about right there, shove it in place, and then again hot glue the area and get some moss in there. That'll protect it. Let's see. Now I'm going to take some flowers. Just kind of place it in there. I don't really want to overdo the flowers, honestly. I just want, you know, a little bit. That looks pretty. And this is, it's like baby's breath, but not quite baby's breath. It's supposed to be, I think. Whatever it is, it's pretty. Let's see. I just want to glue little pieces in there. They'll attach to something. And I'm very iffy on doing stuff up here. I'm just gonna look for a second because I don't want to go high. But if I could just cover the front with some. I kind of like the baldness because it's, you know, but I didn't carry the darn paint over, so that kind of sucks. I think I could, you know, maybe just moss it. Because she doesn't have to have plants up there or hair, you know. She's a fairy. Who's to say that she has to have hair? Now, if she had the little elf ears, that would look amazing, but I didn't even think about it, so she does not have that. I think I'm going to fill up this area. God, you got the glue sticks like crazy. Underneath her. I like that. I do like that. Okay. Now let me see what I could do here. I don't know if I want to add this hanging flower or if I want to do more of the fern. I don't know. I'm thinking more of the fern. I really am. Okay, I'm going to hot glue the tip and then pin it. So I'll put the tip in there. And then I'm going to pin on the side to make sure it stays. Once again, cover with moss. Okay. Oh, she's so pretty. Get rid of these spider webs. Now let's see if this, oh, it does go. I like it. I'm going to do it right there. So I'm going to fill this up with hot glue and set it in here at an angle and press. If I feel concerned after it's dry, I will add a floral pin. Okay. Ooh. I didn't spray her. I'm going to have to seal her all around this stuff. Gonna have to seal her. Let's see. Get a little flower down here just for some color. Just a little color down there. Now I'm going to fill this with moss. this too. So let's just go ahead and zigzag. Don't want to wait too long because it dries super fast. Instantly. Bam. Attach the moss. It on there, and then you see what holds, what doesn't, and you just add more and reattach or whatever you got to do to make it stay. Okay, before I continue on, I'm making a big mess. Don't have a lot of workspace here. So pretty. I think I'm gonna take another one of those. Let me cut one off this wired fake. So. Let's see if I can get it right underneath here. There we go. Okay. So messy. Alright, now there's got to be a bird for those eggs, so I got these little guys, so I'm just going to take one of them and take this one, and let's see. Whoa. I'm going to have them off to the side just for the fact my boxes, I do not want it high because that increases the box size. So that is my purpose for moving it down over in this area here. So I think that would be a really pretty spot. Right there. Although that's going to really widen the box, so I'll put it at an angle. So I'm going to cut this. I'm not concerned about it really being able to attach because I'll hot glue the whole thing, but I am going to put some if I can get it in the head. It'll have extra security. So let's give it a try. Oh, there it goes. Good. Oh, no, I want it lower, dang it. I want it way lower. No, okay, not gonna work. Bad angle. Needs it all up on the chest. Just like that. I'm gonna hold him here. Woodland Forest Fairy. It's pretty. think we're okay. Hope we're okay. Just gonna put some more in for added security there. Added security. Don't want him going anywhere. Alright, and then I also got these pretty butterflies. What are you chewing on? Come lay down right here. Come lay down, Arlo. Got these. I didn't want bright red or green or yellow, or I wanted very soft colors that would go with the design, and this I thought were perfect. Well, compared to my options there, I guess you could say. So I think we'll do one butterfly. I don't want it to get ruined. See, I have to think ahead. I have to think of shipping wise, you know, I don't want it to get ruined. I think right there would be really pretty. I hate to cover I don't really want to cover her flowers. Let me cut this down a little more. Yeah, we're gonna go right there. A little bit angled. Just like that. So it's very subtle. It's just right there on the side. Can even, just for safety, add a touch. Ooh, small touch, not big, small. Almost ruined that. I had to sacrifice and burn my finger for that, but too much came out. There we go. Maybe a little touch there, just to make sure it stays that position. There. So pretty. So now I want to bring the moss around. Let me see. I have some different moss. Let me just take a look at it. Well, it's like moss. It's like stems. I don't know what you'd call it. Kind of like that. Maybe right here. Okay, now I'm going to do my moss. Push hard. I think I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to do this fern right here, and that'll also help secure that big foliage thing I have going on. Love it. Love it. Okay. Moss is so messy to work with, but it's very beautiful on designs creating. One thing that's nice is you could always add over it, add more. If you see any bald spots, just add some moss on top of it. Now I'm going to cover all of the stems of the fern and then that foliage. You won't be able to see it. Now I'm going to just, the stem here, I'm just going to put hot glue all on it and make sure that gets covered first with the moss before I put the other moss on, because I don't want that to show at all. Use another piece of moss to help push if it gets too hot on your fingers. There we go. Take another look at the front. I do see a little patch there I need to do right in this area here. Just zigzag your glue gun to get coverage. Make sure those hang out. Okay. Grabbing some more moss. super flat. Kind of want it to pop up. Around. Jeez, can't stand all that glue. All right. Let's see. I'm going to add a little bit of these. Get a little bit of color in there. I think that looks pretty. I'm just tempted to do a few more of these around here. To really make sure it's glued, because I'm not wrapping that wire around it like the other ones. I'm going to add one more right there. Don't want it to mess up the butterfly at all. Okay. have an unbelievable mess on the floor right now with this moss. Would have been nice if I had more ferns so I wouldn't have to do all moss, but looks good still. Remember, use other moss to push it on. Take these little extras here, shove them in the little cracks. To put some up here. I gotta take my sweater off. I'm getting moss all over it. All over it. And I really, to me, it doesn't matter if parts of her show actually, because, you know, she's part woman, part fairy, part woodland fairy in the forest. So she's bound to have some humanness. She's got a face, so that means there is some skin tone to her, right? So I think I kind of like little areas of skin showing. So then she doesn't look like a sea creature or something weird, you know. All right. I really flattened that out, and I didn't want it super flat, but put one of those or one of those right there. So let me move this out of the way because it's just too much stuff around my little work area here. It's making it hard for me to really see her. All of this, leave those there. Nothing worse than hot glue and moss stuck on your desk. Got another butterfly, but I think that I don't want to overdo it. I think it's just right. Garbage. Okay. Now I can concentrate on her look better. You know what works really good on this is those snow scrapers. Those work really good. Alright, let me just take a look at what I want to do. Do I want a flower there, or do I want this flower? I think I'm going to go with this one because this is the kind that she has down there and up there. So that we have, you know, like I don't know what you call it. It just blends better. She has these kind up here and then a different kind over here. There we go. Ooh, there she is. This is my woodland forest fairy. I think she turned out beautiful. I'm going to seal her face because I didn't do that. It's going to be a little bit of a task, but I can do it. I've done it before. And then I'm going to spray her all over, and I'm going to actually spray on the moss and stuff so that it'll kind of stay. That's her whole look. She is a very, to me, a very beautiful centerpiece. Very different looking. I like her.